Welcome to Tony's Bonsai. I love the saying, go big or go home. I've got another Thuja. I did a video a few days ago about a small Thuja, and some of you might have noticed, well, some of you did notice because you messaged me, that I deleted the original video and then re-uploaded it. The reason I did this, I made a bit of an inappropriate joke about Ralph Harris, and I thought, do you know what? I found it a bit funny, but it's a very sensitive subject, so I just deleted it and re-uploaded the video. So let's forget about that. Everyone makes mistakes, and let's hope I don't make a mistake with this bad boy, because it's beautiful. I've got some kind of dead root here that's in the way, so I'll cut that off first. There's a few weeds and things, but no need to worry about those. I was visiting one of my favourite local nurseries, and I spotted a load of these Thujas. Very coincidental, seeing as I've only just started working on my first Thuja. And they had about 8 of these, so I had a good look around. It was really hard to choose which one to select, but in the end I went with this, just because it's got some lovely character to it, and it's got all this fresh growth at the bottom, which makes me believe that I'm going to be able to chop this down. You can really see from this angle, you know, how big this tree is, and it's just way too tall. So it's got to be cut down. The question is where? The real interest is obviously at the bottom. Because it splits into 2 trunks, it's got some really nice taper going up. And I mean, there's absolutely no chance that it'll be any taller than this. So I can definitely remove everything up here just to get that size down a bit. And realistically, I think that's still way too high. If I try to look at this tree, obviously with shorter branches and more growth, I still think it'd be very, very tall if it was this high, because I love this really chunky base to it, and so I think it can come down even to that sort of height. Now, traditionally you don't have both of the trunks the same height, so I need to select one of these to be taller and one of them to be shorter. This branch here that's got nice lines coming up, it's got some lovely growth from it down here. It's got a slightly bare section, but there are some buds all along there, which is great. And then up at the top, we've got these branches up there. So I think I like this one being the taller of the two. Whether it should be quite that tall or whether it should be cut down to there, I'm unsure. But that's not a decision I have to make quite yet. But I think this has to be the taller of the two, which means this one here can, if I just move these branches, you'll be able to see in the tree. There is a nice branch here that could become the new apex that goes outwards, which is good. And so if I cut that off there, we've got some sort of asymmetry to this tree, which you can kind of see from this angle. We've got the higher, the small, and then these branches coming out here. I'm just wondering if that works really. Now that I've done it, obviously I can't go back. I'm just wondering if this could be the tall one, even at that height, and this could come right down to here. I'm going for it. Ah, much better, yes. I'm a lot happier with that. It's just got a nicer feel to it now. It just feels balanced. It can be hard to articulate the decisions that I'm making sometimes, I find, because these decisions are very much based on the sort of composition and how to describe those compositional decisions. It's not easy. I'll just remove a couple of these dead branches, and sort of how I kind of describe what I'm doing there. And to be fair, there might be quite a lot of people watching disagreeing with the decisions I've made, which is fine. And let me know what you'd have done. Are these decisions you'd have made on a tree like this? From this point, I'm actually torn to really do any more, because I don't want to remove more of this foliage from the top, because I want to keep the health of the tree. But I think allowing all this light into the centre now will encourage all these young shoots to grow next year. What I will do though is trim the tops, cut them with my concave cutters and seal them with cut paste. I'm not sure on the practicalities of trying to sort of bring this down with my concave cutters, or whether I'm better off just trying to get a cleaner cut with my secateurs, which I think will be a better solution. And the wood's quite soft. Although that's testing these secateurs quite a bit. Oh, that's quite nice. I'm happy enough with that. So again, I'll just come in with my secateurs, and this one's a little thinner, and just take that piece off. That's damaged it a bit more than the other one. So with this one, I think I will come in with my cutters and just try to trim that edge a bit. I'm trying to do it in a way so that the camera can still see what's going on. There we go. That looks okay. I think that'll heal up. It is quite unusual wood, this. It's quite fibrous. No, I think I do need to just come round here. Take that piece out there. That was the move I needed. Ah, much better, yep, got it. And now I can add a nice big generous dollop of cut paste on that to help seal in that edge. I often feel when I've got a really nice big tree like this that I should be able to do like a half-hour video on it or something, but the truth is all I wanted to do with this was just those 2 cuts. There's nothing more that I want to do. I'll leave this now to grow on, and hopefully as this develops and grows from the interior next year, I can start cutting down and removing a lot of these long straggly branches, but I won't do that yet. I do kind of find it funny that I took a tree that looked nice. I thought it was really quite an attractive tree, and I've made it ugly. You know, I've made it kind of weird looking, but this is the process of bonsai, and I don't think we can be frightened of taking trees backwards initially so that they can be better trees in the future. That's the theory anyway. I will tell you how much I paid for this tree. I know some people find it a bit, they don't like talking about money and trees and everything, but a lot of my subscribers seem to be interested in sort of how much trees cost. I know I am when I watch other videos. And I got this for £15, which I thought was a great price. It wasn't on offer, that was just the price of it, you know. So yeah, I think I've got a good one there, and something that I'm definitely looking forward to seeing develop as the years come on, you know, and I don't need to be worrying about developing taper or developing thickness to the trunk because it's already got it. And I can just imagine this tree trimmed down, developed in a shallow pot, you know, in only maybe 3 or 4 years, looking really good. So yeah, dead happy with that. As always, thanks for joining me. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.